What's up guys, my name is Cam and I'm going to be teaching you how you can make some basic cinematics inside of Descenders. Now while these cinematics may be basic, it's a good stepping stone for everybody to learn how to at least make a cinematic with the keyframe feature that is built into the replay feature in Descenders. So let's get right into it. If you open up the main menu, you can go down to extras, and if you didn't know, Descenders actually has a replay feature. You can save a replay once we finish a run, or you can use other people's replays. Of course, they would have to send you the file to use it, but you can use other people's replays by going to percent updated percent, local low, and then going into Rage Squid. You can find the replay folder for this game to put replays in. So, without further ado, I think we should get into how to do it. So you want to select the replay that you want to use and make the cinematic on. Now if it's a modded map like this, it might take a while as it has to unpack the mod. So I'll be right back when it finishes. Alright, once you get into the replay, what you want to do is, you want to go back into the options, and you want to enable advanced free cam settings. What this does is it adds extra features to the free camera mode. So as you can see, the kind of mid-left region where it says free camera is the basic settings, but in the top right you have the more advanced settings. So once you get that enabled, if you don't have it enabled already, what this basically does is you can add keyframes to make your cinematics look better, and it would look a lot more cleaner than you recording and moving like this, as the camera moves that good if you're doing it yourself. So let's find a good kind of trick to make a cinematic on, and I'll be right back. Alright, I have found my trick, and we're going to be using this backflip right here that was actually made by the Glorious Bolt. Shouts out to him. He's actually insane, by the way. He has the most realistic whips in the game. But anyways, once you actually do find where you want to make the cinematic, press V on your keyboard to open up the free camera mode. You might have to click it multiple times. And in here, this is when we can start making our cinematic. So for me, I always have to do it from the last cinematic first, or else it just won't work. And I really don't know why that is for me, but that's just how it is for me. You want to find where you want the cinematic to end, and I want it to end right here as he just hits the ground, because it's not really focusing on him hitting the ground. It's going to be focusing on him in air doing the trick. So yeah, so I'm just going to add a little bit of roll to that, as I think it would look really cool. And you want to press M on your keyboard to add the first keyframe. And what you want to do is you want to go back in time, and you want to find the highest point of the trick. And the highest point is about right there. So now once we found the highest point, I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. You can keep the roll, because the roll looks really nice. It kind of just adds emphasis onto the trick, so I really like it. But you don't have to do it. Just do whatever suits you and whatever feels best. This is all determined on whatever type of style you're doing for the edit. So as he comes back down, I'm gonna have him start right there, as we want him to start before he does the trick. We want this because it kind of gives us a good basis of where we can put it in our video editing software, and we can cut it up nicely. So once you find your next keyframe, press M on your keyboard again, and you should get something like this. And that's actually a really nice cinematic, and it's going to look really good in your editing software once you put velo and effects on it. So after that, you want to press C on your keyboard 4 times. 1, 2, 4. This is going to put the time scale option, which is in the bottom right where it says 0.00x, down to 0.10x. We want this because if it's really slow, we can convert the 60 FPS into 600 FPS using VDub or AVI Freight. I'm not going to be making a tutorial on that. If you want one, let me know, but I won't be making one. Just search it up on YouTube how to do it. Pretty simple. So once you have that, just go ahead and record the... So once you have that, just go ahead and record the cinematic with however you record it, whether that's Fraps, GeForce Experience, or OBS. So just go ahead and record it. And yeah, that's the cinematic. I hope you guys learned something new, and hopefully you can use this in your edits. Oh, and also I forgot to mention something. Once you finish setting up your keyframes and you're ready to record, hit on your keyboard twice. Hit U on your keyboard twice and make the UI go away. That will make the UI go away, and it looks amazing if you don't have the kilometers an hour and the free cam settings in the top left and the top right. So yeah, have a good day, and yeah.